boxing gym can be a really intimidating place for anyone, especially the first time you go in. These are 5 things that should help you be a little bit more prepared for your first boxing class. Number 1 is what to bring. You should have a water bottle because you're gonna get sweaty and thirsty. You should bring a pair of indoor shoes because it's uncomfortable to box in bare feet unless you're doing a Muay Thai class, then have at it. Number 3 is gloves, and then there's also, you should have hand wraps. That brings us to number 2. You should come a little early, and then if there's if the coach isn't teaching back-to-back classes, you might be able to ask them about how to wrap your hands, or maybe there's a classmate that will show you. You can look it up online ahead of time, but some gyms, some coaches may have a specific way they want you to wrap because there's lots of different ways. So you might want to wait until you speak to the coach and get a little tutorial from them. Then number 3 is you do not have to worry about being punched in your first class. It's not gonna happen. It's a liability issue. It happens in the movies, not in real life. So you're gonna learn your stance. They might take you off to the side. You'll learn jab, cross, hooks. You're gonna do it on the heavy bag. It's unlikely you'll even do it with a partner, maybe with the coach on hand pads. Depends on the gym. Don't worry, you will be safe. If you don't feel safe at any point, then that's not a good gym to be at. You will not be sparring your first fight, like class, don't worry. Number 4 is don't worry about looking silly. Everyone's in their own little world. Shadow boxing can feel really silly when you first start it, but there's no reason to feel silly. It's just you might feel awkward, but don't be embarrassed. You're just learning and everyone's just happy you're there. The last thing is conditioning can be really intense in boxing fights and classes. So you might be in a class where people are preparing for a fight. A lot of gyms have like an all levels boxing class. Just know that it's gonna be really intense conditioning. And if you can't keep up, that's okay. Don't just leave. You just try again the next class and try again. You're gonna get better and better. Just, if you're gonna throw up or something, just sit down and take a breather, have a drink. The coach will be, hey, you okay? You go, yep, I'm just taking a breather. They're like, great. No one's gonna be on your ass. You just gotta go at your own pace. Like, you're not gonna start out ready to fight. So why are you expecting to be have perfect cardio the first class? Even if you are a really great athlete in a different sport, boxing is completely different. I hope these 5 facts, these 5 things help you feel a bit more comfortable at your first boxing class.